And good morning, people. Welcome back to the Legend of Dragoon. We are in a boat. We're on the Queen Fury, heading off to Rouge. On the first leg of chasing Zeke, we need to protect the Signet Spheres. Haschel, you've come home. There's a few people that have come out to see us. But then again, I don't think this place gets too many in the way of visitors every now and then. Yeah, over 5 years, Haschel. I doubt you are a pretty famous person here. You are the master of the Rouge arts. After all, I'm sure there's a few people here that remember you, like that person there. Considering they're the mayor, no wonder. 20 years. We knew about out 5 years because that was with Dart. I think he's said around about how long he's been looking around for Claire, but 20 years away from home. Probably a few kids have grown up. You might be a stranger to some of them, but they're going to be a stranger to you, Haschel. You gave up on it? When did this happen? I don't remember you saying that. New pupils? No. Friends, travellers, and helpers in saving the world. Hopefully. Yeah, this is all wood. Too many people too many people congregate. Yeah, it's likely to break. It's wood in water. Yeah, it's going to take a bit. Okay, so we can't go into that area. I'm sort of looking around for something. But let's talk to the mayor first. Seeing as, well, we're up here. Rarely have visitors from the continent, which is pretty much apparent from if you think about how many people were watching Dart and company come in on that boat. They must have been thinking, what's the occasion? And if the end of the world isn't exactly a big enough occasion, I don't know what is. for the way to the ancient cities. Yeah. What was the one around here? Ablis, the magical city? You don't know about Winglies. Well, that's not a good start. One very long explanation later. And the old ruins. Things that humans couldn't make. There's a stick rising out from the sea. A stick. Okay, I guess we go look for that. Hashel, do you? So he couldn't have known about it because it suddenly came up within the last 20 years. Feels like there was a bit of missing dialogue with Hashel saying, and I don't know what you're talking about, I don't know about a stick. But let's go have a look at it. I think I want to go this way. Because of her. Hello, Martel. What are you doing here? Now you remember Hashel. Now you remember that Martel was actually part of this village. I guess that would do it. As I just said, it's been 20 years. People grow up. So this is why you've been gathering the stardust. They do say if you gather enough that you can get your wish. This is Martel's wish. Yeah, that might be because Martel is, you know, squeezing a bit too hard in happiness. Let her breathe, Martel. We're not done with her just yet, though. Yeah, you're doing quite well. You're walking around while you were in the bed just a moment ago. So that's a good start. I think we can. You want to wish for her so she won't get sick anymore. So you're not too convinced that what's happened is permanent. And it's not like we're using the Stardust. Might as well go for a good cause. However, we're not quite done with her yet, because that's 49 Stardust. There's still one more. Let's grab this chest. For 100 gold. Yeah, not really that much, I guess. But how about the stone that's over here? Number 50. We have all 50. And Martel was right. It didn't quite stick. Well, have the last one. Oh, very sure. It is. We've been helping you for a long time. Since we first entered, well, when we first tried to exit Bale, where we just bumped into each other. Since then, we've been gathering Stardust for you. There was a woman said, "I'll give you happiness." Huh. But you're pretty happy now. You've got Martel, you've got the baby that's being carried by Martel, been carried for a while now. And yeah, you might want to let her breathe, Martel. And our number 50. Special power from the stone. A really special one. Yeah, it is special. Regarding giving her 50 Stardust, I'd like to think there's a lot more, like, say, 100. Martel, we've gathered half of them, Martel's gathered the rest. But even if it's just she's picked up one here or there, she's still, and we've given her the majority, she's still gathered her own lot. It's not like we've done all the work, even though it feels that way because we've been collecting them. But for the 50th Stardust, this item only has one use. The anti-apparition negate. Anyone remember that we sort of need that for a certain Faust and his immortal and invulnerable apparition? Also known as the Vanishing Stone. So we can now go and deal with that later. We can't do it now because, well, it's a little bit of a ways away, but we will go and do that. Anyways, let's do what we actually came here to do. And, well, let's go and see about this stick. And any other items that we might pick up. War God's Calling? That's the one that gives you accuracy, isn't it? No, that's the automatic addition, half SP and damage. I should know that, I've been talking about it a bit. But that's not really great. But it's 100 gold to sell for, which is not bad. I'm actually going to need the money soon. I could go and get what I want for that now, but I'm going to hold off on it for the moment. Item seller. What do you sell? Healing fogs, healing breezes, sun rhapsodies, and panic bells. So you could get some panic bells here, go back out onto the sea and fight some rainbow birds there and see if you can be lucky. Honestly, it's a lot easier to go to a lava, pick up some poison needles, go in and fight, go and deal with the treasure jars in between the lava and the Death Frontier than it is to get panic bells and hope on the rainbow bird had hidden itself 6 times. It really is. 3 treasure jars, which are much easier, gives you the same amount of experience as 1 rainbow bird. Plus you get money, plus you get sun rhapsodies. If you happen to find extra sachets from the piggy enemies in Garganto's home, sure, use one of the use whatever you find of those to take out the rainbow birds, but that's a 1% drop, so even that is sort of not ideal. In my opinion, the easiest and best way to get experience is through the treasure jars. 1000, just poison them, have 2 turns, signet stone them, let them die off. Much easier. You get your money back from the items as well. Win. That's what I would do. Attack badge, card badge, and Garganto rings. Yeah. attack badge is 20 to both, and guard badges are 20. No, attack badge is 20 to attack and magic attack, guard 20 to defense and magic defense, garganto ring attack and defense. So these are okay, but honestly, they're not exactly what I'm going to be using in the late game. So I'm not going to buy them. Plus, my money is going to be used for something else. I don't really want to actually leave this part yet. How do I get over there? Oh, I see. Yep. Need to go back up. And down here. Because this should give me access to this chest. Satori vest. If this isn't something for Hashel, I don't know this game much. Yeah, avoids poison, stun, and arm blocking. And considering of the first 3 characters, as apart from Hashel, no one can wear it. Yeah, this is for Hashel. Not having the 50% XP, that's fine. I'm not too worried about that. We do. Hashel's fist is enough. I'm pretty sure Dark can take you. But that's literally all of this village. The village is not really that long at all. There's only a few people here. Not really that much in the way of well, land. And you're not really here for that long. It's really just for this. That over there. That is definitely not a stick. But do you remember Hashel's flashbacks of this place? That was definitely not there in his flashbacks. So it supports the mayor's talking that it's only just been raised recently. Yeah, it's definitely more than a stick. Actually, that's a good question. Have you been there, Rose? Spelling mistake, but Charlotte is said the signet spheres remain in Aglis and Mayfield, as well as Xenobartus. Only the magical city of Aglis is in the region of the sea, which is sort of what we've already been told. So we're sort of just repeating that, but Charlotte thinks Zieg will be going after Aglis first. Also another good question. Crystal Palace of Leningrad was called the Birth City. Mayfield was the Death City. This is the Magical City. And Xenobartos is the Law City. And the Tower of Franvel was the fortress, basically. Babies were selected to be born. Oh. Right. Yeah, we've already heard about that part as well from Shirley, who's keeping the souls of the Dragoons who died in the Dragon campaign from going to the Infernal World through Mayfield. Life, death. Winglies were controlling it all. Oh yeah, there's the royal city of... So, birth, death, law, magic, and the royal city. So, yeah, Franvel was under the control of Faust, not Melbu Farmer. So, that makes sense why that's not actually part of this list. And that, so the royal city was the centre of politics and the military. Maybe we are, but let's just go over it. How about Xenobartos then? Where Wingley's laws were made. Claim publicly for justice, but we know what the situation was back then, and with the Wingleys ruling over every other species, it was to keep them down and the Wingleys up. And Aglis, where are we going? Where magic was studied. Considering how much power they had through magic, and they knew how much was left to go through. They needed to know how to control it. They needed to know how to exploit it. That's probably what was happening in Aglis. That's a good question. It's out there in the sea. We do have a boat, but it's what was it the mayor said, that it's surrounded by a whirlpool. No one can get near it. Well, suppose we should just go. Or we can be watched. You could tell that, Rose. But then again, if anyone's in tune with everything around them and being on edge for 11,000 years, Rose would be that person. That was my next question, Hashel. Okay. I suppose that's a good reason to panic. That's a lot more stick. And is it just me? Or is that a path, sort of more a pathway than the sea splitting? Yes, that's exactly what we were looking for. And yeah, it's not like we've actually looked for it. It came to find us. So, off to Agnes. How do we get there? Well, we've got a boat. We've got a big boat in in the Queen Fury, but no, we are going out on the small boat to Agnes. So next time, let's see what's happening. Let's see if we can get there before Zeke. Let's see if we can save this Signet Stone. Or this Signet Sphere, because yeah, we don't really want the world to end. Until then, have a wonderful day. Have lots of fun. Goodbye.